What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So there was an interesting post that I first saw John on the Focus Trip channel report on his live stream. So I was very intrigued when I saw it. Now, for those of you who are like, you didn't find this, John found it. Well, some people aren't subscribed to his channel. They don't know who Focus Trip is. Some people know who I am, and I'm trying to get this info out here. But that's where I first saw it. It was on his live stream. They showed this picture right here. Okay, so this is current Sergeant Major of the Army. At the time of filming this, it's been about a week, all right, since this conference happened. And this was posted by SIG Sauer. You can see right there, it says SIG Sauer Inc. at the AUSA, which I believe is the Association of the United States Army conference or show. I don't know if they show off weapons. And, you know, when I worked in Quantico, they had one called Modern Day Marine where a bunch of, you know, military, it was like a giant gun show and tank show and all. It was pretty cool. But maybe it's something like that. And as you can see there, it says Sergeant Major of the Army checks out the new upgrade kits for the M17 and M18. What is an upgrade kit? And are the civilian P320s going to get the upgrade kit? Now remember, this was about a week ago. This is posted by them. Their social media or their marketing team or whatever, they posted it. It's from them saying that he's checking out the M17s right there. M17, M18 with the new upgrade kits. What are the new upgrade kits? I have questions. Why would it need upgrading? If something is perfect, why would it need upgrading? That's my question, okay? And I know lawyers speak, well, we could have, all this kind of, you know, I don't know. I don't have details on it. Maybe you guys have heard of this. Maybe you haven't. I have questions. Is this going to filter into their newly produced guns? Are they hanging on to the 320 or the M17, M18? It doesn't look like the Army or the military is going to get rid of these handguns. They've invested a lot of time and money into them already. Now, and they don't necessarily have to if they just fixed it. Again, a lot of people have said, if SIG just would have tackled this head on, kind of like Glock's doing. You can disagree with what Glock bend the knee and all sorts of stuff, but I think they're trying to get out in front of this. Whereas SIG was like, just ignore it. Just ignore it. And Glock's maybe trying to get too far out in front of it, you know? But does this mean that they're going to implement these upgrade kits in new guns made after 2025? Are they going to show something at SHOT Show with the upgrade kits? I don't know. I think the question, a lot of people who have lost confidence in the platform, being the P320 and the M17. And remember, if you're not familiar, it's the first time you've seen this video, I got a whole playlist on the channel of all P320 stuff, all SIG stuff. I have 3 of them, okay? Are they just going to send the retro kits out to customers? Are they even going to give us a chance? Or are they just going to say, fuck us, and, you know, you're screwed, you wasted your money on our shit, and now it's actually better? I don't know. I think if SIG is listening, and they don't know who the fuck I am, they don't care. But if SIG is listening, I think it would go a long way. I know it's going to cost you a ton of money. Okay, I know it's going to cost you a ton of money. But it would go, your reputation, it wouldn't be fully restored in some people's eyes. Some people are so mad they will never touch your products again. But I think it would go a very long way to rebuilding trust, and you would make a lot of people happy if you made these upgrade kits available to the civilian market. If you agree, send your, you know, like the voluntary upgrade one, which allegedly doesn't work. But I think it would go a long way to repair your reputation if you offered these upgrade kits, not at our expense either. You pay for it. All right, we already paid for your gun. There it is. Let me know what you guys think. What is this? What are these mysterious upgrade kits that they're talking about in this post that they put out? Now, I don't know if this was such a smart post to put out until, you know, maybe there is hope out there, okay? Maybe they are changing course. I did hear a rumor. I don't know if it's true. It's just a rumor. There has been a big shakeup lately at SIG, but I heard their whole social media marketing team was let go or replaced or whatever. Let me know if you heard that same rumor. I don't know if it's true. And this comes on the heels of just a couple weeks ago. Lena Michalik and Max Michel both left SIG. And we don't know if they're going to another gun company, if they're doing their own thing. And the SIG, they said, everything was, you know, rosy and great. And we had a great time with SIG and we bowed out gracefully. And then SIG said, well, they came to the end of their contract. But it kind of, I don't know, these things all coming together at once kind of seem like there's a shakeup. Like hopefully SIG has changed their tune. You gotta take care of us, especially when it comes to safety concerns, all right? And I'm speaking to all the firearm companies here. And maybe this is SIG turning around and changing their tune. And hopefully, I'm hoping, because I've said it before, I actually like the P320 platform. I like the way it shoots. I think it shoots good. I just think there's some problems if certain stuff is not manufactured properly and certain parts wear out, and then you get the alleged, UCDs. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think this means in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.